So we missed last week, and so we're on the second niyama. We've been doing niyamas and niyamas, as you know. And so this particular niyama for today, the second one, is Santosa. And Santosa is, it means contentment or happiness. And it's about not only trying to maintain a sense of contentment and happiness in good times, but also when we're moving through difficult times by finding the peace in the moment. And so if we're not quite to a particular goal that we are trying to achieve, or we're not quite past a problem or an obstacle that we're facing, to try to stay, to find some peace or contentment in the moment. Not easy to do if things aren't going well, real easy to do if things are going well. So the challenge is if things are a little bumpy, if our road gets bumpy along the way. So finding ways to be content. There's a poem, and I couldn't find it, but it's called The Station. It's not really a poem, it's a little essay. And it's about enjoying the journey. So rather than worrying about what's ahead of us or regretting or feeling bad about what's behind us, to try to stay present in the moment and be happy with whatever it is that's before us right now. And in our yoga practice, it's about being content with how our bodies are going to move. We're going to have different days when our bodies move more freely than others, and modify if you can't do anything that I'm asking you to do. So our goal today in our practice is to find contentment with how our bodies are moving. So let's begin by centering ourselves, kind of getting us all gathered in mind, body, and spirit. Letting go of whatever might be in your mind, pulling you away from this place. So with your eyes closed, just find a nice tall spine, root the feet down into the ground. Align the knees over the ankles and the shoulders over the hips. Roll your shoulders up and back, settle them down away from your ears, dry the navel in. And begin to breathe with awareness. Staying fully present with the sensation of breath as it moves in through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs. And without judgment, just noticing what's present for your breath. It might be full and smooth and rhythmic, or you might find it a little choppy or shallow. Whatever you find, just be content with that for a breath or two. No matter how you find it, you might layer a count of 4 or 5 on the inhale and the exhale, working your way towards a nice rhythmic breath with the inhale and the exhale being the same length. And take your time getting there. You might not succeed in the first round. It might take a while to settle in. You might then layer a little kumbha, a little retention at the top of your breath as you fill up, maybe a count of 2 or 3, and a little retention as you empty. So as the lungs are empty, hold empty for the count of 2 or 3. 3 more rounds. And after your 3rd round of counting and holding, just release that technique and breathe naturally for a couple of rounds before we begin to move. And then open your eyes. Bring your hands down by your sides. We'll begin with 4 big sun breaths. So sitting nice and tall, arms by your side. Inhale, sweep your arms up, press your palms together. Maybe look up if your neck is ready for that. Exhale, let the fingertips float down. Maybe you nod your chin to your chest as you exhale. Inhale, reaching it wide and high. And exhale, letting it out. Exhale to the mouth or the nose, whatever feels really good to you. Inhale, fill up. And let it out. And the last one, give it up. And then let it go. And bring your arms all the way up overhead and interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up, relax the shoulders down. And we're just going to take some little lateral stretches from this posture here. So take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, lean over to your right. Keep drawing that left shoulder back. Just let the head drift up and down. Just explore range of motion here. On your next inhale, bring it all the way up. As you exhale, take that lean to the left. Right shoulder draws back. Let the head drift. And then inhale, press up. And bring the hands behind you. So the thumb is cradling the occipital bone at the base of your skull. Your elbows are out to the side. As you inhale, lift your chin, press your head and hands towards each other. And as you exhale, tuck the chin, bring your elbows together, press your head back in towards your hands. And as you inhale, open up and lift the gaze. Keep supporting your neck with your hands. Exhale, elbows together, chin tucks, head presses back. So 2 more of these. And then bring the arms up overhead. And we'll take a twist to the right. So the left hand will come to the right thigh, right hand beside you or behind you. Sit nice and tall and draw that right shoulder blade in. Kind of gives you a little lift, verticality here. And then again, begin to drift the head forward and back. Just playing with range of motion, noticing where those restrictions might be. And as you turn towards the back, shoulder pause. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, nod your chin, relax your shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here. So you can breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth if you like. Letting all the tension go wherever you find it. Chin comes to neutral, turn towards the front. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, nod and relax and breathe. As you inhale, sweep up and come to the other side. So we'll take this twist to the left. Left shoulder blade draws in, sternum lifts, and the head drifts forward and back. Next time you're looking towards the back, pause. Take a breath in and nod the chin. Relax the shoulders. Take a couple of breaths. And bring the chin back to neutral, turn towards the front. Breath in and exhale, nod, relax the shoulders. And a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. We're going to take a forward fold, so root your feet down. Reach your fingertips forward. Lay your torso over your thighs. Let your arms dangle down if you like. Or take opposite elbow if you prefer. You might nod or shake your head, or roll your shoulders, or sway your torso. Just bring movement that feels good into your body in this forward fold. And then take a nice big breath in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. If you're holding your elbows, just let your arms come down towards the ground. Let all the tension pour out of those arms through the fingers onto the floor. And then root down. Sweep the arms wide, bring yourself all the way up. And press your hands together, bring your thumbs to your sternum. Take your arms out to the side with the palms up, and we will tap our shoulders 10 times. So here's 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Keep your hands on your shoulders. And for now, we're going to bring our elbows together. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Bring your elbows wide here. And we're going to draw circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. I hope you knew what direction you were drawing them, because we're going to reverse it. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Bring your elbows towards each other and your forearms high. We're going to extend and tap 10 times. So here's 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Bring your arms up overhead and interlace your fingers. Keep your arms nice and high, and we're simply going to bend and extend 10 times. 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Bring your hands down onto your lap. Shrug your shoulders up and sigh it out. Let's do that one more time. Shrug it up and sigh it out. Whew. And we're going to work our core. So feet are stable, core is engaged. Lift the pelvic floor, draw the low ribs in and up. So we're engaging those bandhas, Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. And so we're nice and engaged through all those muscles that support our core. We're going to bring opposite knee and elbow together, staying as vertical as possible. So here is 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Great. Hands come down to your lap. Bring your feet as wide as the leg of your chair, and just make big or small, your choice. Circles. Just circle the torso. You might want to hang out somewhere along this path here. Opposite shoulder, opposite knee. Notice what direction you're going, and then put in reverse. And then bring yourself back up to vertical. Bring your legs in and take your right leg up. Squeeze the shin and rotate the ankle. Point, flex the toes. And then keep that foot flexed. Take the ankle onto your thigh. Give a little check-in for that right hip. Excuse me. And just use your breath to release whatever tightness you might feel. So you don't want any pain in this posture. So if you need to modify, you can take your left leg extended and let the right leg glide down. Just kind of feel what's going on here. Breathe into it and decide whether or not a lean forward would feel good. And stay super connected to your body as you breathe in and out here. You might breathe into the nose, out to the mouth. And each exhale, bringing a little more release, you might feel this micro movement towards your shin. So things kind of release and the torso gets closer and closer to your shin. But you don't want pain, so only go as far as you can comfortably go. But allow that release through the breath to happen and to be noticed. And then draw yourself back up. Take that leg straight out, flex the foot, and bring the heel to the ground. And then glide the right hand towards the toes. You might wrap your peace fingers around your big toe, or you might just rest at your ankle. And breathe into the back of that right leg. And then draw yourself all the way back up. Feet next to each other. Take the left leg up. Give a squeeze and a rotate. Circle, point and flex, spread. And then keeping the ankle flexed, take that ankle to your right thigh. Same thing here. Take just a breath or two to notice what's present in this upright position. Use your breath as the tool to relax where you can. And then if you would like to explore forward movements, take mini leans forward and just stay present with your breath. And notice any micro movements as your left hip releases, left buttock, left low back, as you exhale. And then bring yourself back up. Take that left leg out. Foot is flexed, bring the heel to the ground. And then glide down. Whatever you can reach is fine. Remember to be okay with whatever is. And just breathe there. And as you're ready, bring yourself all the way back up. Bring your feet to a comfortable position for our sun salutation. So some people like legs wide, some people like legs hip width. So whatever is comfortable for you, find that position. Find a nice tall spine. Bring your hands down by your sides. Lift your sternum. And we will do our typical 5 rounds, 3 plain and 2 twists. So inhale the arms up overhead. As you exhale, come to cactus. Inhale, lean, and exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, find length, so straighten the arms. Reach forward with your heart as you draw your shoulders back, and exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep wide and bring yourself back up, and exhale back through the heart and to the hip. Here's the second one. Inhale up and exhale to cat. Inhale, lean, and exhale, fold. Inhale, find length, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. And back to mountain. Last plane. Inhale up, exhale to down. Inhale, lean, and exhale, fold. Inhale, find length, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. And back to the beginning. So we'll add the twists. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, lean, and exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. And as you exhale, left hand between your feet, right arm out to the side, rotate ribs and shoulders, and gaze to the right. Exhale, bring it back down, and reverse to that other side, left side. And bring it down, fold, and reverse as you inhale, sweep your arms up, and come through heart center back to mountain. Last one, inhale up, and exhale to cactus. Inhale, lean, and exhale all the way down. Inhale, find length. Exhale, left hand down, right arm out, rotate right, and bring it back down, and rotate to the other side, and bring it back, fold, and reverse, up. Bring the hands to the heart and pause. Well, I don't know about you, but it's kind of sticky in my house despite the air conditioning. It's kind of, my feet are sticking to the floor. It's wonderful. Thank God for air conditioning, which is all right. So we are going to do opposite hand to opposite shoulder and 20 stand-up, sit down, or whatever number works for you today. And as we sit down, maybe we don't really sit down, but we tap the chair and come back up. So trying not to kind of completely let ourselves sit. Do as many as you can, take a break if you need to. So here we are. Here's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, bottom arm to the top for 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Have a seat, big breath in, big sigh out. And then we will come to standing. And we'll do our joint rotations. Get everything lubricated. And ready to move. But let's begin in mountain pose. So the feet are parallel. Find that balance. So you might sway to kind of explore or move forward and back around the outer edges of your feet. Eventually finding that beautiful balanced state with shoulders over hips, knees over ankles, arms relaxed by your side, sternum is lifted, and the tailbone is heavy. Eyes closed for just a breath to feel this posture in the body, its balance and strength. Then open your eyes and we'll begin to do our joint rotation, starting with our feet and our toes. So bring the weight into the right leg and step back onto the toes of the left foot. We'll circle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then reverse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring that left foot down, step the right foot back, open the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring your big toes together, heels apart, knees together with the hands above. Circle those knees for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Walk your hands up your legs. Separate your feet. Relax your knees. Circle the hips for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Other way. 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Shake out those arms. Keep those knees relaxed and begin the standing waterfall. Keep breathing through it all. Let the arms relax as much as possible. So they're simply followers in this movement. You might feel the nice breeze that the arms create as it moves forward and back. And then come to stillness, let the arms settle. And step your feet apart, nice and wide. Turn your toes further out. Bring your arms up overhead, and we will sink 5 times in our goddess. And of course, on the 5th one, we'll hold for 5. So here's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it back up. And step the feet together. Take your left foot, cross it over your right, and bring your arms up overhead. Right hand grabs the left wrist, relax the shoulder. And take a little lean over to the right as you breathe into the left side. Uncross the feet and bring your hands to your shoulders. Keep your elbows pointing in opposite direction. We're going to take a twist, keeping our hips facing forward. So take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, we're simply going to rotate ribs and shoulders like we do in seated postures. The hips stay facing forward. So that left hip might want to travel with you to the right foot. See if you can pull it back. We're strengthening all the muscles around our rib cage as we use those muscles for this rotation. Bring yourself back to center and relax the arm. Take your right hand and foot and cross it over your left foot. Bring your arms overhead, left hand grabs the right wrist. You take a little lean to the left as we relax the shoulders and breathe into the right side. A beautiful lateral stretch here from the foot all the way up through the armpit to the fingertips. And then uncross the feet. Bring your hands to your shoulders. So we'll take this twist to the other side. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, rotate to the right. Again, that right hip might want to come along. So keep drawing it back or down to the right foot. And we're working the muscles again that support us here. And bring everything back and shoot it from your hands. So we're going to march for our dynamic balance today. And we'll start with marching with no arms, and we'll move into adding our arms. And marching not only helps with our balance, but it's a real good workout for our core as well. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. Great. So we'll add arms, opposite arm. So start with whichever opposites you want. So here we go. Here's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. Last one. Shake it out if you need to. And then we will move to our tree. So bring the weight into the right leg, tuck that right hip in, get long through that right side, come onto the toes of the left foot, and find the rotation that works best for you this morning. Toes can stay down, heel at the ankle, or you can bring that foot up. Hands at the heart, baby overhead. I'll watch the clock. So find your drishti, your point of focus, and connect with your breath. And turn that toe, move forward, step out, shake it out if you need to. And bring it to the other side. Left side, nice and tall. Come onto the toes of the right and find that rotation here. Hands at the heart, or grow. And I will watch the clock. Stay with your breath and your focus. And then take that knee forward and step out, and if necessary, shake it out. And we'll move to our flow. So turn your chair around. And mountain pose. And once you are there, inhale your arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find length in your spine, so hands to the shins or the thighs. Draw the shoulders back, reach the heart forward, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, bring it up. And back to the beginning. So we're going to add the chair next. Inhale up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, nice flat back, long spine. And as you exhale, hands to the chair, find plank. So in plank, your legs are strong, you're on the balls of your feet, shoulders over the wrists. You can stay right here or thread your torso through, lift your heart and your gaze. Exhale, send your hips back to down dog. So we're gonna do that 2 more times. On a breath in, come forward to plank. Maybe stay in plank or thread it through to up dog. Exhale, send your hips back to down dog. So we're working the upper body straight here. One more. As you inhale, come forward to plank. Stay in plank or thread it. Exhale, send the hips back to down dog. And pedal it out. Just lift opposite heel, bending the knee, wagging your tail, as they say.
those sitting bones back as you bring the heels to the ground. Knees can stay bent as much as you need to. Nice breath in, step your left foot forward, spin your right heel in, and find your way to warrior one. Relax the shoulders, settle in, weight in both legs, evenly distributed. Take a breath in as you reach high, and as you exhale, come to cactus. Inhale, reach high, and exhale to cactus. Inhale, reach, and exhale to cactus. Inhale, reach the arms high. As you exhale, sweep the arms back and bring the heart forward. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, sweep it up. And then last one, exhale, sweep it back. Inhale the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, find plank. Stay in plank or thread it through the upward. Exhale, send the hips back. So we're going to come back into that plank and up dog 2 more times. Inhale to plank. Stay in plank or thread it through. And send it back. Last one. Inhale to plank. Thread it through. And send it back. On your next inhale, step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel in. And find your way up to warrior one. So settle in, lower body roots down as the arms reach and the shoulders relax. A nice breath in. As you exhale, come to cactus. And inhale, reach high. Exhale to cactus. And inhale, reach high. Exhale. And inhale. As you exhale, arms sweep back, heart comes forward. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, sweep back, heart forward. And inhale, bring it up. And the last one, sweep it back, heart reaches. And then all the way back up. Exhale back to plank. Thread it through. And send it back. One more, we're going to inhale, come through. And send it back. And the last one. Inhale to plank. And maybe through the up dog. Exhale, send it back. Plant your heels, bend your knees as much as you need to. Walk your hands back towards your legs. We're finding ragdoll here. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Let your arms dangle if that's your preference, or hold on to opposite elbows. You can sway if you like. Roll your shoulders, nod or shake your head. Take a big breath in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. Release any bind you might have. Sweep your arms wide. Bring it all the way up. Exhale your hands to your hearts. And just notice the imprint of the feet, standing, balance postures, flows. Then we'll take the chair off the mat and find our way to the floor. Take a big breath in. And let it go. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, bow forward. Inhale, find that flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step one foot back, lower the knee, bring the other one back to jointed as you either spread your fingers on the mat or fist your hands. From here, we'll do 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhaling, the tailbone lifts, the heart lifts, and so does the gaze. Exhale, everything reverses. Press the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Draw the navel into the spine.
One more round. And then bring yourself up to kneeling. You might want to walk a little bit back on your mat. We're going to do 3 rounds of kneeling sun salutation. So inhale the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, sink the hips to the heels. Find child's pose, bring the forehead to the mat. Inhale, find table. And on your exhale, curl your toes, lift your hips, send them back. Find down dog. Inhale, knees to the mat. Exhale, back to child. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, rise all the way back up. And exhale to the beginning. 2 more rounds of those. Inhale up. And exhale into child. Inhale to table. And exhale to down dog. Inhale back to table. And exhale back to child. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale back to kneeling mountain. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale to child. Inhale to table. And exhale to down. Inhale back to table and exhale back to child. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, arms by your side. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. And then bring your hands to your low back. Fingers pointing down, elbows and shoulder blades drawing in towards each other. So imagine that you're against a wall and your thighs are pressing into them. As you draw those elbows towards each other, lift your heart. Maybe step your head back. And you're in a modified camel. So a nice arch into the thoracic spine, the upper back. A couple of breaths here. And then tuck your chin as you come back up. Settle into embryo pose. So you're going to sit back on your heels, bring your hands back towards your feet and your forehead towards the mat, or maybe onto a block if that's better. Take a nice breath in through the nose. A big sigh out. And then bring yourself back to tabletop. And make your way to staff pose, seated pose with your legs extended. Excuse me. Give yourself enough room behind you so when you lie down you have that. Hands out as if you're holding a tray, and you'll lower to the count of 10, but if you need to help yourself down before that, please do. We want to engage our core again, drawing the navel in, lifting the pelvic floor. Engaging the legs and flexing the feet. And then lowering from 10 to 1. So here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once you're there, take a full body stretch. Extend the arms overhead, feet to the bottom of the mat. And then get super long on the left side. Reach with the fingers and the toes, and then the other side. And then both all at once. Fingers, toes, arch in the low back as you breathe in. And as you exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Nice squeeze here. Maybe a little rock from side to side would feel good. Or circling up the knees. And then bring the feet right down to the mat, close to your buttocks. And take your left leg up towards the ceiling. You might hold the back of the calf or the thigh. Right and flex and circle the foot.
And then keep that foot flexed and bring that ankle to your thigh. Press the left thigh away from you slightly. And decide whether or not modification on this supine pigeon would feel good. So you can lift that right foot if you like. Spread your hands behind your thigh. Let your shin kind of dangle here or extend it to the ceiling. Do what feels good. I like to kind of draw figure eights with my foot on the ceiling when I extend my leg. To me, that is a nice feeling in my hip. And then bring the right foot down to the ground if it's off the mat. Bring your arms out like wings. We're going to come into a twist in this figure four shape. So keep that shape of the figure four and drop the outer right leg and the bottom of the left foot to the floor. If getting to the floor is too far, you might put a block underneath that left foot. Keep pressing that left thigh away, so try not to let that leg collapse in towards your torso. You can gaze over the left fingertips. Just breathe. And then bring yourself back to that figure four. And remove that left foot, bring it down next to the right. Take the right leg up. So extend the leg, circle the ankle, point and flex the toes. Eventually keeping that flex in the ankle and bringing the ankle to the left thigh, pressing that right thigh away to the degree that's comfortable. And then exploring modifications for this reclined pigeon. So we're going to lift, maybe bring our hands behind our thigh, let the shin dangle, or extend. Stay still or move. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. And bring that left foot down to the ground. You can have it extend. Bring your arms out like wings. So we're going to roll to the left. Right foot to the ground, outer left leg to the ground. Or to a block or a pillow. Gaze over the right fingertips if that's right for you. And just breathe into this posture. And as you're ready, bring yourself back onto your back. And take that right foot down onto the ground. We're going to do 3 bridges, flowing bridges, and the final one, the third one, we will hold. And you can hold with support if you prefer, with a block, so you might want to have that nearby if you're going to use it. And the option is yours, whether or not you float your arms as we lift our hips, or whether you just keep your arms down by your sides. I'm going to keep my arms down today, but you feel free to do what you like. Turn the pubic bone up towards your navel, flatten your back. And then as you inhale, peel your spine off the mat. And then lower from the top to the tail. Keep that pelvic tilt as you come down. And then relax. And then turn that pubic bone back towards your navel. Peel your spine off the mat. Lift the hips. And lower from the top to the tail. Keep the pelvic tilt, then relax. So this last one, we're going to hold. So pelvic tilt and lift.
And if you like in this hold, you can rock your torso, tuck your hands under your torso, interlace them, and lift a little higher. Imagine a string in your heart, pulling it up towards the ceiling. Really engaging the inner thighs and the inner leg. Reaching the tailbone towards the back of the knees. Nice long spine here. If you're supporting it, just bring that block underneath your sacrum and let it support you, but try to keep your legs active. 2 more breaths. And if you have interlaced hands, just relax them, release them, lower from the top to the tail. And just windshield wipe your legs. Just go back and forth a few times. The next time your knees are over to the left, just pause there. You can stay with both feet on the ground, or you can take your left foot and rest it on your right thigh. If that is a good expression for you, or if that's too much, just keep your foot off your thigh. I like to extend my right arm diagonally from my right knee. Take my left hand onto my right ribs and just feel myself breathing here. And then as you're ready, bring your knees up through center and let everything fall to the right. Perhaps the left arm extends. Maybe you take that right foot onto your left thigh, if that's right for you. Right hand on left ribs and just feel yourself breathing here. And bring everything back to center. We're going to do Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. So if you have a block, find it. If you don't, then find a pillow or a blanket, or you can even stack your hands on your tailbone. Lift your hips and bring that block to about right on the edge. Your tailbone's right on the edge of that block. Bring your knees into your chest and float them up to the ceiling. Arms can come out like wings or be by your side. Relax your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Big sigh out. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. Just allowing the blood to flow from our legs. You know, in this kind of heat and humidity, a lot of times, the blood gets a little lazy, right? We need to help it get out of our legs and back to our heart. I think everything gets sluggish in the heat. So 1 more breath. And just lift your hips, remove the block, and find your way to your posture for Shavasana this morning. So it could be typical traditional corpse pose. You could lie on your belly, you could lie on your side, you could stay with your legs up the wall. Once you're in that posture, take a nice big breath in through your nose, sigh it out through your mouth. I have a reading today from Donna Falls called It Is Enough. So it goes, it's enough right now to taste one moment of peace. Of course I want more, but at least the door is open. It is enough to draw a conscious breath and let my hands relax. Fingers releasing their tight grasp on things outside my control. It's enough to shed a layer of stress as if taking off a jacket or a pair of too tight shoes. Ease of being has to start somewhere. This breath is my first step. You rest in Shavasana today, you might just think about that Santosa, that contentment or happiness in the moment. Perhaps releasing frustration about not being where we want to be or not, things not being as you'd like them to be yet. And resting in this present moment at peace and with ease. So you might allow your attention to come back to your breath, letting each new breath be fuller than the one before it. Each new breath out a little more of a relaxation, of a letting go. Bringing awareness back to your physical body, wiggling fingers, toes, circling ankles or wrists. And letting the head gently drift from side to side. And if it would feel good to take a nice full body stretch, go ahead and reach the arms overhead, the legs long on the mat. Take the biggest fullest breath in off the table, all the way into the top. Keep going. And as you exhale, wrap your legs with your arms as you draw them in and give yourself a squeeze. Squeeze of gratitude for making it to practice today. Squeeze of gratitude towards your body for moving and breathing in this practice today so beautifully. Rolling to one side or staying on your back, just checking in to see what might have shifted or changed since you started. Maybe something opened, released, expanded, relaxed. Finding one small thing that you can take off your mat out into your day. Perhaps it is the lesson of Santosa, the lesson of finding contentment in the moment. Even if things aren't going quite as you planned. Hard thing to do, but a good thing to practice. Find one small thing, thought, that bothers you, worries you, weighs you down, and leave it on your mat today. If it's really, really important, it'll come back. But today, just let it be kind. And as you're ready to end your practice, find your way to a comfortable seat. And once you are seated, bring your hands to your heart. We bring our hands to our hearts, reminding us to fill our hearts with kindness and compassion. To our lips, reminding us to speak words of kindness and compassion. To our third eye, reminding us to expand our thoughts with kindness and compassion towards ourselves as well as others. And in honor of the light that shines in each one of us, the light that unites us all, we bow and say namaste.